This that late shift, graveyard, pockets on E. This that praying in the driver, God, don't let me bleed. This that thumbnail, live stream, teaching about the teeth of the market while I'm fighting for my family to eat. This that knee brace, aching from the miles in the mud. This that E5 rank that I earned with my blood. This that YouTube grind when the views was a dud. Now we talking about a movement, not a maybe. This a flood. Sacrifice for the riches, that ain't just about the cash. That's about the sleep I gave up just to break a broken past. That's about the liquor I refused when I could've hit the glass. That's about the therapy I took instead of speeding off and crash.
S4R, that's the code that I live. Gave my tears, gave my time, gave my body, gave my ribs. For my wife, for my kids, for my people that I live. Ain't nobody gonna stop me, I'ma die before I quit. Sacrifice4Riches, put the name on my stone. I was built for all this pressure, I ain't breaking, I'm grown. If you looking for a hero who was carved out of the stones, you can see him in the mirror when you face it on your own.
I was clocking in for bosses that ain't know my middle name. They just saw the numbers hitting, they ain't see the inner strain. Then I turned my pain to content, turned my lessons into game. Now I got a tribe of traders that refuse to play the same. Disco buzzing charts up, members learning how to move. We ain't chasing lotto tickets, we're protecting what we prove. Teaching risk, teaching patience, teaching how to keep you cool. Cause I lost enough myself to write a whole financial school. My sobriety a badge, my resilience a shield. Every L I ever took became a tool I had to wield. When the market tried to break me, I just studied how it killed. Then I built a better system, now I'm walking through the field.
Sacrifice4Riches, that's the code that I live. Gave my tears, gave my time, gave my body, gave my ribs. For my wife, for my kids, for my people that I live. Ain't nobody gonna stop me, I'ma die before I quit. Sacrifice4Riches, put the name on my stone. I was built for all this pressure, I ain't breaking, I'm grown. If you looking for a hero who was carved out of the stones, you can see him in the mirror when you face it on your own.
When I say sacrifice, you say for riches.
Sacrifice4Riches, sacrifice
for riches, from the trenches to the digits. When I say process, you say over profit.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 3. Can y'all hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Boy, it's rough this morning. I need a haircut. Let me know if you can hear me right now. Get a 1 in the chat because we got to get it moving. All right? I need a 1 in the chat. Let go, let go. All right. I need to know. I need to know. All right. Well, if you can hear me, great. If you can't hear me, it is what it is. I'm going to try to see if I can get a trade in. All right. What's up, JC? I see y'all. All right. Y'all know how we do. We go ahead and I put my phone screen on the screen so you can see exactly what I am trading. You see when I click a button, when I exit a button, whatever. This Netflix thing that you see, this was like a YOLO, cheapo call or whatever. So don't worry about it. I did hit a couple others. So we hit on Tesla this morning. I hit on SPY this morning. I also took a little L on the SPY, but I'll tell you why. But let's get into the charts and what we're doing here today. Okay. Make sure I got the ones in the chat. All right, I can see y'all. All right, perfect. Okay, so I just missed an opportunity to snipe the SPY because I was getting ready. Essentially, I'm looking at 679.18. I just posted this play to y'all in the Discord, so y'all already know that when we hit here, if we fail to confirm above, then we're supposed to be in shorts, right? If we confirm above, then we are in calls. As of right now, the QVP is telling me that we are in a selling. So actually, we're very neutral. So we're going to be range bound a little bit here because we have some absorption. And then we have aggressive buyers and we have aggressive sellers and aggressive buyers. So right now is a little tug of war match. You can see that on here, we have a little bit of like a demand zone here, followed by like a nice hammer. So we got a higher high and it's not quite a low. So this is a neutral position. I'm going to get rid of this volume profile. I'm going to draw up the line so y'all can see what I see. So boom. And I should be in calls right now, but I'm not going to rush this. So this is our neutral pattern that we're in right now. Okay. Now, if we have bearish momentum through this demand zone, then that tells me that we're going to be, we're going to sell off, but I am going to wait and I'm going to be patient. I'm on a 1 minute time frame. I'm going to go to the 45-second time frame just to see how it looks. We have a doji at the top. Of course, as we go up, we're seeing supply zones established. As we go down, we're seeing demand zones established. So now for me to get in right now is super risky. Why? Because it's in the middle of a trend, and I'm not going to do it. I wanted to do it, but it's not enough skin on the bone right now. I missed the entry here and I missed the entry here. So what we're going to do, we're going to look to see how price reacts to our 679.18. And then if it looks like it's going to reject, then we're going to look for puts. And we're going to play this range, right? And the cool thing is, if we get into shorts or puts up here at this descending line of resistance, then we have a very low risk factor because our stop loss is right above that. So I'm going to look for puts right now just because I see that we're ranging. I do see an aggressive amount of absorption happening as we approach this level, and we're seeing bullish momentum. So we actually might pump through, but we gotta let price talk to us. We gotta let price talk to us. Right now, it's also dangerous because we're trading between a 200 and 20-day EMA. But again, we have bullish momentum, and my first thought is to hop into calls, right? Because I see an aggressive amount of volume and buyers that pop in as we're approaching this level. So this could be our breakout, but we have to be patient and see what's going on. The wick. So I'm going to go ahead and look for puts now. Now this could be the okie doke, but I'm going to go for it. So I'm in. Yeah, they filled me. Okay. They filled me. All right. Now, of course, if this turns around and goes back above this blue dash line, then I'm out. I'm just gonna kill it. Okay. Because I didn't really get a like a supply zone type or a reversal signal. I just got a red bar. Essentially, we wicked and we did not confirm above, so that warranted me to hop into puts. Now, if we go above here, I don't necessarily need to stop right away. I need to just pay attention to see how price lands above it. But as of right now, we're up, and we got aggressive sellers coming in as I predicted, and we'll see if this holds up because we do have buy side imbalance on the way up, and we have aggressive buyers here. So it is a tug of war match. We are in a neutral pattern. I'm just trading the high and the low as of right now. So I'm in a 677 SPY put option right now. I was up as high as 7%, and right now we're kind of just trading sideways. We still have a lot of aggressive sellers popping in. We have absorption, and we have aggressive buyers. So this is, again, a neutral pattern that you don't want to trade in the middle of. You want to trade at the top or the bottom, or wait for the breakout, whichever one you want to do. 45 seconds, I don't like the way the candlesticks look, so I'm going to the 1 minute. All right. 1 minute looks a lot more solid. So here we go. Give y'all a quick win, and boom. That's 7%, 10%. Only did one contract because I'm quick on here just to show y'all, talk y'all through the process. Again, this is about execution and learning. This isn't about me showing you how I can get a bag. But 10% is a bag for somebody if you dropped $1,000 on it, you know what I mean? That's on you. Okay? So as of right now, we have a lot of aggressive sellers here still. Absorption is here, but I think we come on down to at least this level here, 678.41, before we bounce up again. So as of right now, I can go ahead and put in a stop loss. Like if I wanted to take profits on this, right? And I'll put it at 90. I might get stopped out, but that's okay. Again, for trading purposes. Order place. That's how quick you can be in it. And then now I can manage my stop loss through the chart of Webull. So now we're up more and I can move my stop loss as I see fit. Right? So we're up like 20-30% right now, and I'm moving my stop loss up. This is how we get down. Okay? So that's 17% right there. Okay? Quick with it. We're quick with it. All right, so we're still going. I'm managing my stop loss and being my own trail right now using the Webull chart, right? So now we're up like 30 or 25% on this play. You know what? Yep, we're up 25%. I'm a little too tight right now, I think. Yep, I got stopped out. But it's okay because we hit our demand zone, and this is exactly what we're looking for. So we just got 30% on a run. Shout out to y'all. And that's how you get down. Bam! Yoga flame, yoga fire. Yoga flame. Put a fire emoji in the chat if you learn something that quick. Put a fire emoji in the chat if you learn something that quick. That was the fastest log on, get in, get out, setup you've probably ever seen. Come on now. Now, as far as where we are right now, guys, like I said, we're in a neutral position, so I can get rid of this QVP. Man, I hope y'all are paying attention. I don't see nobody coming in the chat. Y'all probably are focused on your positions too, so I get it. But right now, I would be looking at potential calls. As of right now, there's no confirmation, but we are at the bottom of this ascending line of support. And as of right now, we don't have anything saying let's go into calls. We just actually had an increase in volume going into demand, but we're not through yet. So, all right, so this is how you play this, right? This would have been a 50% play if I held on, but I'm not playing no games. I don't have a lot of time. So as of right now, you see that we're going into this demand zone. So what I like to do is go to my 45-second time frame as we're going into the zone. And remember, it's called zone syncing. So what I'm looking for right now is, as we fall into demand, what's going on with volume? And then also, will we close in here, right? Typically, when you go into demand, you want to look for calls nearing the bottom, right? The bottom half of this, right? And then on retracement, we got to pay close attention to see if we breach this zone, or even if we retest it. But you're going to look to see if we breach it, if it does retrace, and if we breach it, or if we don't breach it, then we're looking to exit this. And man, should have stayed in. Should have stayed in. That's like 70. No, that's probably a home run at this point, y'all. All right. So here's the deal. Why didn't I stay in? One, because I was quick with it. Two, I should have. And the reason why is because my rule tells me that if we confirm below this level, then we're short the position. But I seen this going on. I didn't have a lot of time to like stare at it. So I was trying to get quick and get a win for everybody. So yeah, home run. Shout out to y'all if y'all still held on. We didn't get any type of confirmation that we were going the other way. Essentially, I didn't want to deal with retracement, but again, it was for educational purposes. If I wasn't on with you guys, then I would have been holding on and I would have risked the gains, because my true stop loss is above this level, right? That's my true stop loss. So, but because I'm here and it's for training purposes and I knew it was the scalp day because of all the chop, I just took my wins when I seen demand and whatever. Now, the problem with this demand zone is that it's a 45-second demand zone. So that means that it's pretty weak, or it's not that strong. So what happens is, because now I got time for a lesson. What happens is that when you have a weak demand zone, you know it's weak when it's, hold on. You know it's weak, one, by the time frame. Two, by how many times you see it get retested, right? Again, imagine SWAT team is at your door and they are with the ramming machine or whatever, and they just bam, bam, bam. Eventually, they're going to break through. So that's kind of what happens. So now we're in a position where we're coming back to retest the demand zone, and it looks like we're rejecting. So you want a clean rejection, and you would actually re-enter puts here because we failed to break in, but we need the candlestick to close below the level. So this does look like it's going to sell off more, just because this is a strong body right here. But then we have this strong bullish bar that popped. So, but again, this is just retracement, and you should be short. I would be short unless we break back above the demand zone. Now, 45 seconds is kind of tight. So if you want to go to the 1 minute to be a little bit more clear, I do that. Now on the 1 minute, it's not as fruitful. Actually, it doesn't actually show that this is confirmed below this 45-second demand zone. But also on the 45-second, you have to take it with a grain of salt. So when you get in a position like this and you're not sure and you don't want to miss the bag or whatever, then you kind of zoom out a little bit. A couple of things to point out. This is my take profit target, right? So with my take profit target, I treat it as if it was my entry, if I'm looking to re-enter a position. So now I would have to wait for confirmation below 677.24 before I decide to get into shorts and ride the wave down to 675. And you might miss it, right? You might miss it, right? I already did my damage. So let's go 5 minute. 5 minute, we got 31 seconds left on the 5 minute timer. So guess what can happen? On a 5 minute timer, this thing right here can just wick back up. Will it happen? I don't know. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen. But I'm not seeing anything right now that says that we're gonna reverse. As of right now, we got the retracement, the retest, and now we're here. But the 5 minute is coming to a close. It just happened. So looks like we should be pretty bearish, right? But we're not confirmed below my level. And again, it depends if you're scalping or if you are day trading or are you swinging. That's going to determine the time frame that you're going to make this decision on. Right now, I'm not, because of how choppy the market is, and I'm so far away from like my true entry, I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait for this 5 minute time frame to kind of happen and let me know what's going on, right? Because I'm not dealing with it. This is what I see. I see I see a low, higher low, and then this right here it's just touching pretty much this higher low. And we got a high, a higher high, and a higher high. So I am kind of like just chillaxing. We broke a trend, right? We have a change of structure here. So we very well could reverse. I'm not sure. So I'm kind of just chilling. And it could be the right move. It could be the wrong move. It is what it is. Right now, it's my move. And my move right now says that we have a 15-minute intraday demand zone here, which is nearing my level of 675.34. So yeah, we could be coming down to retest this, and it looks like that's what's about to happen. But I'm not taking another trade. I've taken 4 trades already this morning, 1 on Tesla, 2 on SPY, 3 on SPY, and I still have like my Walmart position that's probably getting smoked right now. So okay, so any questions? Any questions? 1, 2, 3. Nope, that's not quite what I'm looking for. And I know there's a lot of stuff going on my screen, but when you zoom in, it all makes sense. Yep. Man, imagine if I held on to that play. So part of that was fear, and that's on me. But also, I knew I was doing it for trading purposes. In reality, because it was a single contract and I really wasn't worried about losing whatever, probably should have just held on. But it is what it is. Here's a 15-minute supply zone. Intraday supply. All right, and I got to go. So now I need y'all to look at this. So for intraday, before I go, we'll see what happens here. But man, it came right to my level. The man. Nope. All right, so be careful because we could still be ranged. Okay. Why? Because we have a 15-minute demand zone and a 15-minute supply zone. as of right now. Okay, so you could be looking like this. Okay, so just be careful. Will that happen that way? No idea, because we play the candle that we see. So I'm going to give y'all a quick volume profile on this. And then, I mean, it's kind of telling you what's going on here. So okay, so I mean, if you look at this, you can pretty much see that everybody was more in an agreement of price around this area, right? Right. And then volume's kind of dying down here. And I can look at the QVP, and then the QVP will tell me that sellers are less aggressive. Buyers are kind of stepping in, absorbing the price down here, which makes sense. It aligns with the volume profile. And then we have some aggressive buyers here. So low volume, right? And now it's anybody's game. So here's where buyers can take control if they so choose. But I don't know. It don't look like they are. Absorption is lost. Absorption is lost. Okay. That was a nice. Hold on. Do I still have a position? I probably don't. That play is now. Oh, I'm still in it? Oh, snap. Hold up. I swear it just said, you seen that? Okay. Y'all seen what my screen just did, right? That play is $200 some now, and I paid something for it. I forgot what it was. But I gotta get off. I gotta get offline here soon. What up? Man, they didn't give it to me. Yep, I got stopped out. That play was $200. 200 something percent, whatever it was. But anyway, I gotta go. That was 87. Okay. Hold up. Anybody still in that play? That was $87. Just now worth $264, y'all. There's a position. That's crazy. And you see my limit price, right? My target was $200 on that play. It just so happened, and I called it. I said I moved my stop too tight. I called that, and it is what it is. That's trash, but it is what it is. I moved my stop loss too tight. My stop loss should have just been at break even because of the position I was in. But man, when I tell you, boy gets home runs, all right. But either which way, this is your boy Stocks for Real, Sacrifice for Riches, and your boy has to go and get my back taken care of. All right. Take care, everybody. I'll see you on the Discord. Hit me up in Swing Trades with Real channel, and then Discord.